everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Seahawks going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. The 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
14, front 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Rivers from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Three yards remaining here on second down.
Watch tight end. Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now Wilson on second down. Now he's forced out left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the carry, it's Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You got him. You got him. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Hey. 4 down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
4 down. Come on, let's go. Flex round. 4 down. Ohio.
Brissett now on second down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Check. Flex round. Kill. Ohio.
Brissett on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Flex round. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Tight end's right. Come on, let's... 4 down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Tempo. Okay, ready up, see. What? Hey.
On second down, here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Wilson. A quick hitter complete. It's Richardson. Room here to run. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Dancing to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right near the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing, Brissett. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Switch.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Motion. Reset.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson now operating from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tight end right. Flex round. Ohio. 3 down. Flex round.
Halfback sent in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ohio.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Here we go. What?
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Third and short yardage, Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! 49!
A first down throw for Brissett. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Going to 88. Here we go. What? Flex round. Check. Flex round. Let's go. What? 90. Wide. Get wide. Check 3. Ohio. We got it. Flex round.
First down, Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw, Brissett. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Here we go. Ohio. Check 83. Ball's going to 83. Ohio. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook able to his defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Flex round. Ohio.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards.
Let's go. Red 38.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he steps, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Single. Come on, let's go. What?
2nd down, Brissett. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall able to drop him for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be third down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Here's John Ryan now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. Looks like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett on first down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, it's Brissett. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll throw again. Brissett. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A second down throw for Brissett. Now he's forced out right. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help it.
You